For Megan Bayne, but once again,
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody.
Hey guys, we here at Tossing Ring Scandal. Tossing Ring Scandal, aka KDH here. We'll talk about AEW women's match started out great and ended chaos. Let's get the lights as we come to the locker room. We about to air the dirty laundry. Now this match is on AEW Dynamite for February 19th. Kris Statlander versus Megan Bayne. First time ever. Now this is a good matchup. Both of these women are known for being powerhouses. Kris Statlander, who's been with AEW for a longer time, and Megan Bayne, who just debuted at AEW not too long ago. Now, this teased a match between these two last week on AEW Dynamite. After Megan Bayne had a match and won, she stared down Kris Statlander before she had her match. Now, we know these two here, Kris Statlander and Megan Bayne, they was destined to have a match against one another for quite some time. It's been going on for weeks and weeks. They've been showing a tease. Now, I thought it would have been maybe a match that you would save at a pay-per-view or a special show like they just had at AEW Grand Slam, but they wanted to put this on AEW Dynamite. So with that going on, these two did have a face-off, a good stare-down before this match started. Now, I will admit, this was a very solid match between Megan Bayne and Kris Statlander. It was a very good, solid match. I'm not, both women, they had good offense in the match. They both had their strengths, everything, Kris Statlander had a good part with a roundhouse kick. And Megan Bayne, she had a spear. Now, she ended the match with Megan Bayne hitting the F5 on Kris Statlander to gain the pinfall victory. So Megan Bayne did get the victory over Kris Statlander after interference from Penelope Ford, who saw Kris Statlander at top rope and pulled her down, which the referee did not see. That allowed Megan Bayne to hit the F5 on her and finish. So that was the finish there. The thing about it was, at the very end, we see that Megan Bayne and, she's standing in the ring while Penelope Ford attacks. She attacks Kris Statlander. And then later on, we do see that Thunder Rosa's coming down to the ring. Her music hits. She comes down with a chair. And as we thought at first that she was going to hit Megan and Penelope, it seemed like it was she was going to hit them, but it seemed kind of awkward. Thunder Rosa looked like she was confused whether to hit Megan or not, or Penelope. Penelope has stood in front of Megan. And it seemed like maybe also Thunder Rosa thought that maybe Megan and Penelope was going to get scared or back down, but they didn't. And we see that when she was frustrated after what happened, and she threw the chair, which was not scripted, at Megan and Penelope as they were leaving the ring. Let's see here.
for Megan Bayne, but once again,
now, Megan and Penelope, they had a smirk on their face as they was leaving the ring. But we know something was off with that. Thunder Rosa seemed very frustrated by throwing the chair because she believed that she was supposed to hit one of them with the chair or both. They grabbed the chair from Thunder Rosa. We could tell that was an audible. I think they took the chair from Thunder Rosa because she just froze. She seemed like she was going to hit him, but she didn't, and they snatched it from her. It was just a level of miscommunication. Now, this has been buzzing online that Thunder Rosa messed up, the spot, whatever. She should have hit him with the chair. But there are others saying that Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford was not following being good professionals, and they shouldn't have tried to take the chair from Thunder Rosa and should just let them hit her with it. So we could tell in AEW that it's a lot of miscommunication. It's a lot of issues back there in the locker room, especially the women's locker room. Thunder Rosa, who already has a bad reputation for the sandbagging back in 2021, I believe, with Britt Baker with that feud over the AEW Women's Championship. I believe ever since that went down, even though Thunder Rosa has apologized for everything, it seems like that her reputation, her namesake in AEW has not been the same since. If you notice over several past years, Thunder Rosa has not really been seen on TV. She's been off TV, or she'll be a fan in the stands. Every now and again, we will see her compete in a match in AEW Dynamite, preferably mostly AEW Collision. But we don't really see her that much because I think her name just has not been the same. And like I said, this match was solid with Megan Bayne and Kris Statlander. A lot of people are talking about how great the match was, but the ending just kind of ruined it at the end of the day. Now, more than likely, with the end of the way it ended, Thunder Rosa and Kris Statlander more than likely are going to team up in a tag team match versus Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. Due to Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne also last week been helping out each other. Penelope Ford has been the second time she's came down during the Megan Bayne match and attacked one of Megan's opponents. But that's what seemed like where it's going. And the thing about it is, AEW women's locker room, I spoke about this before, it's too many issues backstage. It's too much miscommunication, and the morale in the locker room, they say, has to be dropped. And this is not even for once on Britt Baker. I know she's been the center of that issue with the women's locker room, the morale dropping. It's not even about that. It's Thunder Rosa is a part of it, and Megan Bayne is a part of this now too. So it proves to me that AEW still has issues. They are not working through these issues. And if they don't fix this issue, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. It doesn't even matter which woman is involved in this issue. And you could tell, too, now Kris Statlander, a great competitor for AEW, great for the women's division, former TBS women's champion, she does not look too happy in her matches. She looks kind of down. She's pretty much, as they say, going through the motions. And I'm starting to see the same thing with Willow Nightingale as well. Also a former TBS women's champion. So I don't know what's going on in AEW. They women's division, they have a lot of great talent. It's just what's sad is the booking is terrible, and it's just no type of creativity. The only one I would say I give credit for creativity is Toni Storm. You know, she has great creativity with her character and everything. She's doing great for AEW. She's the AEW Women's Champion. But other than that, there really is no other creative. Even Mercedes Moné, she has all those silly belts on her, and it's not really elevating nobody in the women's division except herself. And that's the main issue with the AEW women's division. They are not looking out for one another. Everybody wants to go in business for themselves, whether it's Mercedes Moné, whether it's Thunder Rosa, whether it's other women AEW. Everybody wants to go business for themselves. We talk about the men's locker room of AEW, but the women's, if just as bad as the men's, maybe just worse. And this match here is just proof of that. Now, why would Thunder Rosa just pause there and just sit there hitting with chair? Even though it was an audible, it seemed like Thunder Rosa don't know how to improvise very well. Now, what she could have done, instead of just pausing there, she could at least try to hit one with a chair. You got to do something. And CM Punk, he said it best. Being on TV costs thousands of dollars, lots of money. You can't just stand there like a duck don't know what to do and freezing up, because this is television time. This is AEW Dynamite, their premiere show, their number one show. So I think it was just bad ending on that part, to a great match. Now, hopefully later on, they don't have these miscommunication issues later on. Like I said, it's going to be more likely a tag team match of Kris Statlander and Thunder Rosa versus Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that again, but they really, really need to fix the issues on the AEW. Tony Khan needs to get on it. It just seems like everybody comes to work there. You can tell in the matches, everyone comes to work, they do their own thing, they walk out. They're not having no type of a work relationship. Now, I'm not saying they have to be buddy, best friends, all of that, but at least have some type of rapport of a work relationship where everyone is communicating on the same page. Everyone knows their part. They stand on business. That's the whole thing about it. And AEW, they have that problem that they seem to not have fixed. And that's what leading to women as well as men wanted to leave AEW once their contract expire, or if it gets too worse, leave before then. So hopefully they get that together. But that was lousy of that whole chant thing with Thunder Rosa and Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. That is the weirdest, awkward ending I have seen to a match ever. That doesn't make any kind of sense. And this is something that they ain't gonna talk about for a while. So hopefully they really need to get that going, because that doesn't make any sense. Thunder Rosa is not a new wrestler. She's been wrestling for quite some time. She should know better than that. Megan Bayne, I think, is a little bit newer. Maybe, I know she wrestled in the Independent, Stardom, and other stuff, but I mean, they were acting like pure amateurs last night, all three of them. All three were acting like amateurs, like this is their first match. They didn't act like they were professionals. They didn't act like veterans. This don't make any kind of sense of how this panned out. So it makes the division look bad. It makes it like a joke. And this is why people are looking down on AEW women's division like it is today. I mean, if you compare it to WWE, Raw, SmackDown, we not going to compare it to NXT. That's a whole nother level. This is bad, and they really needs to fix this and get it together as a whole. I really hope they do. And that's all I have for AEW women's. Match started out great and ended chaos. When the match didn't end as planned. You guys let me know what you think of that. Did you see how that match ended with Thunder Rosa coming out the chair after the Megan Bayne Kris Statlander match? Who was in the wrong here? Was it Thunder Rosa, Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford, or all three? Soon to reveal to Papa guys. Click the links below. Until then, you already know what it is. It's OUT.